Oh yeah, the juice.
Hold on.
Okay. My brother got me two.
I'll do everything here. I'll give you some juice. Okay, just.
All right.
Let me read for stuff.
Okay. God, just woken up. Oh yeah, I heard something on the news. In Canada, a Canadian father named Paul, he actually got stabbed in broad daylight in front of a Starbucks.
What?
He got stabbed and died in front of a Starbucks.
Damn.
By, you know who a Sikh, you know what a Sikh is, right?
A Sikh?
You know the religion?
Oh, yeah.
One of the Indian religions, because they actually carry a knife as like one of their, both their firearms and then their rights.
Oh, really?
Yeah, something like that. Basically, I read an article about it that he basically decided to stab him because the father didn't want him to smoke one of those vapes on his daughter.
Oh, really?
His 3-year-old daughter, yeah, and he died.
So basically, he killed a man for smoking?
No, I mean, no. He got killed because he told that man with the knife to not smoke.
Oh.
And want his 3-year-old daughter.
Oh.
And the thing is, no one bothered to help. A boy was filming and he kind of like enjoyed it.
Wow.
And yet again, he seemed all innocent of the news.
Wow.
Saying, "Oh yeah, this man is dead, bro. This man is dead." That's all he talked.
Wow.
And there was a man in front of the Starbucks sign. He was drinking his coffee. He didn't show any because
Which cup do you use?
this cup. Yeah. The man that was drinking his coffee, he was just sitting there. He didn't show any concern that he was bleeding out.
Wow.
And a lot of people inside the Starbucks, they were probably just sitting there in fear because, well, the man had a weapon. And in Canada, it's actually legal to actually carry a firearm.
I thought they banned guns in Canada.
I mean, no, that's what I meant, which means... Oh, you had it fell out the way.
Here's the juice. There we go.
Thanks, Mom. The thing is, you know how I have my pepper spray? So carrying something like that in Canada is illegal.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So basically, you cannot have any type of self-defense weapon.
Wow.
So no one actually even bothered reaching up for the man's help as he was bleeding out. And I found this on Twitter. I should report this. But yeah, basically the boy that filmed this, right? So this is what happened, and this was from yesterday. Okay, tell me what you think, Tur.
Sikh Canadians. This motherfucker just died, bro. He just died, bro. Holy fuck.
Oh, that's right. It goes on loop. Okay.
This motherfucker just died, bro. He just died, bro. Holy fuck.
God damn.
Yep. Told you.
You don't have a Twitter account, do you?
No, I do, but I just love on here. I don't post anything.
Oh.
I don't like Twitter that much because people on here, they're making jokes about the man that died.
Yeah,
It's disgusting.
wow.
You know, people like to post memes. Okay, so basically, you see here, that man that's drinking his coffee, right? He's just, try to look. He's just sitting there. Right? Okay, the one, you see with the arrow?
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
that,
that's him?
no, that man sitting there, he's not helping him, that died. And then this man right here in a white sweater with the red pants, that's the killer.
Wow.
Yeah, so no one actually bothered to help. So people are setting up a GoFundMe, and then I think he's a Sikh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that I told you about the the Indian, religions. Yeah, I found this out yesterday.
I don't know, man. Like, I guess,
No one bothered helping. I don't get it. This is Canada. Okay, here in the US, well, obviously, but Canada, like, I know a lot of Canadians. I mean, a handful that, man, at least go to this man's aid before he died. You know? And literally, the man's just sipping his coffee. He wouldn't do anything. He's just sitting there, right? And then that damn killer in the... No one actually bothered to, like, talk him down or anything, because he basically killed a man in broad daylight in front of his wife and his 3-year-old daughter. Basically, is now fatherless because of this incident. And the worst thing is, I even found it online, they are a mixed couple. So, basically, that breaks down the stereotype as well, because I found it, because I was doing a video of this last night. This is him and his daughter. He's only 37, so he's a little older than you, not by much, right?
Where'd you find? What website is that?
This is VancouverSun.com.
Where'd you find that at?
Huh?
Was that a link or did you find out?
I googled Vancouver, and it was on the top news of the man that died.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And just, I posted part 1 of this, by the way. The thing is, I heard in Germany, there is a law, right? Mm-hmm. If someone's in danger, you're not helping them, it's called, like, I think it's like render assault or something. It's kind of considered a felony. You can get imprisoned or a year in prison if you're not helping the person that is in pain. So Germans were strict with this, and this is him, his wife, and his daughter.
Was she? So what?
I think she's Indian.
Oh man.
So yep, Inderdeep Singh Gosal. That's an Indian name. She's 32. Wait a minute. Excuse me. Oh, my mistake. Okay. Oh, I deeply apologize. I was too tired to actually post this last night. Let me just read the top to bottom here. There's a lot of info. So, father stabbed to death outside Vancouver Starbucks after asking a man not to vape near his toddler. Okay, and this is the first picture of him and his daughter. And a confrontation on the patio of a busy downtown Starbucks that ended with the stabbing of a Burnaby man. So basically Burnaby is like one of the neighborhoods outside of Vancouver. Started when the victim asked the suspect not to vape near his daughter, or toddler. Said the victim's mother. And I'm thinking this is, Kathy? I'm guessing that's his wife. No, that's his mother that said this. This is so horribly wrong what happened, said Kathy Schmidt, 2 days after her son, Paul Stanley Schmidt, was stabbed in broad daylight in front of his fiancée and his 3-year-old daughter and many onlookers. And if I could scroll down more.
Okay, yeah,
alright.
Yeah, I see what you're getting at.
It's so funny people are now concerned yet again he was laying there with a pool of blood and they don't want bother helping. I mean, can you believe that? Like,
society is changing, I mean, now people just don't care anymore.
They don't. I mean, you look at those old black and white movies I watch.
You're going to see more violence like that, sadly, because people don't have morals no more,
Yeah.
Can't even bother helping out a pedestrian company. Look, even though you help too, but I'm just trying to, protect you.
I know.
Sometimes you.
I mean, hell, I witnessed that car accident like a week ago. I even asked that African boy, look at this early 20s if you need it.
Sometimes you just gotta be careful who you help.
But still, I mean,
if there's a person that really helps in need, then you you can go help.
Well, yeah, like the man, he had like a well, it looked like he had a concussion because he was slung on the ground.
For a bad situation like that, at least somebody could have like stopped the bleeding. Okay, like.
Well, he wasn't bleeding for sure. He was on the ground, and then when he got up, right before our lap,
lift up his head. You know, like say, you know, like
believe it or not,
say, like like. Cover up the blood, cover up the that room, and say, stay with me, you know, something like that.
Yeah, believe it or not, I basically, remember our old townhouse? When I was walking home that night from Walgreens, I saw a man that basically got ran over. It was attempted murder by this white truck. He was laying on the ground, and I used my old gray scarf that Mom would wear as a pillow to actually help adjust his head. Yeah. Huh? Yeah. And the paramedics, they got there like within like 4 minutes. They were quick.
Wow.
I mean, the man almost died on my hands.
Wow.
Yeah, I had to share that, by the way. He's changing.
You didn't tell me about that story though.
Well, I just remembered. So I'm quite used to these situations. But I just wanted to just let you know because it's really graphic. I just had to cover up the man that was covered in blood. It was disturbing, and it's horrible. It is. He doesn't deserve to go.
You didn't get it like where you. I mean, almost seeing a guy die.
No, I saw him getting hit.
Really,
huh?
No, I mean you're saying almost seeing a guy die in your arms.
Yeah.
Be like really.
He was in agonizing pain till he got like the truck must have went like 40 miles per hour.
Your hand?
Huh?
Was blood all over you?
No, well, no, He was just in a lot of pain because, you know, he got hit, like, his stomach and all by that truck.
I was about to say, man, because seeing that, that could have changed your life.
I know. Well, it didn't traumatize me that much. Well, kinda. But the thing is, he was breathing hard because he was going into shock. Right? I don't know what's the term of it before someone dies. You know, that's what happened. And the paramedics came, and luckily he's still alive. I hope he was.
Oh, okay.
This happened, like, you know, way before we got...
Did they question you? Did they question you?
No, actually, they just... I don't remember what the hell... They probably just said thank you or something. I don't remember. Because there are other witnesses in the townhouses. Because this happened at night. Like, around maybe 9 or so, I think.
Really?
Yeah, give or take.
Oh, wow.
And I was just running in the middle of the street. Because, you know, like... You know, when you turn... That's basically what happened. You know, whoever this... I just want to say for anyone that are Sikhs, I deeply apologize that I see this because I think the killer is a Sikh. And basically, I wanted to share the story since I got 10 minutes left over. I didn't got the chance to actually make more storage. But basically, the man, once again, his name, if I can actually zoom this down, that you see on Twitter, right? His name is Paul. They did have his full name. I had to search it for it. Hold on. Okay, I apologize. I already have it down. Like, they had, like, his full name. But I guess we only know his full last name, which is more than enough info. Paul Schmidt, right? And he was only 37 when this incident actually has happened. So, just to continue reading this off. He was trying to protect his daughter, she said. I'm angry and I'm sad. A man has been charged with second... Okay, that can't be right. Second-degree murder? This is first-degree murder because he practically killed him on purpose. It's not... Because second-degree murder, it's like accidental, right? Which is prickly crud because literally he had a knife, which clearly I'm sure any type of weapon, Canadian A, is illegal. And literally he was bleeding out. Like, that's more than second degree. That's first degree. And the killing, and Schmidt... Sorry about this. My phone isn't working here. And Schmidt said she would like the charge up to, I agree with her, first degree. Because he's no longer with us anymore. He needs life in prison. Which requires proof of, I'm not sure what that word that is, premeditation to ensure a longer stay in life in prison, period. Because you know what? He basically took someone's life. That's the punishment he needs if he's convicted. He had a knife, she said. I don't carry a knife into a coffee shop. Do you? I don't. And out here in the U.S., well, you know, we're allowed to actually carry firearms. I think that's the right term, right? Because firearms is not just guns, but like my pepper spray that you see over there, right? You know, to have self-defense that I mentioned it in the first video. So, you know, it's game ridiculous. Like what my brother said. People don't give a watch this video anymore. I mean, if you see like those old movies from like the 50s and 60s, people will be rushing and being concerned. Today, well, reply this would be, how can I say this? Capturing it on camera and laughing about it. Like, oh, you're a world star or something. I don't know why people say that. It's freaking flacking annoying. Schmidt said her son's fiance, Ashley O'Malley, basically the Indian woman that you just see. I assume she's Indian. Told her she was inside getting drinks while Paul and their daughter, Erica, in a stroller, waited outside the cafe at Granville and West Pender Streets. Okay, so that's the location. For anyone that's in Vancouver, if you actually have seen this man, I hope to boot his belly. He's actually locked up for life in prison. I just wanted to share this out there. It all started because he was vaping beside the baby. Ashley's in shock. She watched the whole thing. She's so devastated. That's basically the woman that you hear crying. That's Paul's wife. Paul was a great guy and a hard worker, said Sheen Collins, operations manager of GF Move, a moving company, in Burnaby, where Schmidt had worked for 5 years. Because, man, I can't imagine, like, a moving company, you know, like how you move from house to house, like, that's not an easy job. It's not. He was devoted husband and father. And Collins said the death has hit the 200 to 300 people who work for moving companies in Metro. Okay, this I understand. Hard because they all know one another. Movers were discussing Schmidt, who was 37, on a social media platform they belonged to. He says Schmidt worked 5 days a week, so this is practically full time, at the physically demanding job, and his was the only income supporting his family. Paul's website included many photos of his young family, and in his intro to the page, he had written, "I love Ashley and Erica Schmidt." A police officer on patrol was flagged down near the cafe around 5:40. 5:40, okay. On Sunday, said Vancouver police spokesman. The officer arrested a suspect inside the Starbucks who did not resist. I'm guessing that's the killer, right? It'd be nice to see a photo of him, honestly. Just so people know how disgusting of a man, especially if it's a Sikh, from what I read in the tweets. You know, oh man, I swear he would be disowned by, you know, all, like, every Sikh man out there for eternity. The scene was captured on video and posted online, which is what I saw. Not on Instagram. I don't like Instagram that much anyway. And on Twitter. Okay, so the scene of the stabbing outside the Starbucks at Granville and Pender Streets in Burnaby, which is a neighborhood outside of Vancouver, took place on Sunday, the 26th of March. So this taking place 3 days ago, right? Because it's 9:40 right now, and it's the 29th. Family members posted it, please, to Paul's Facebook. Sorry, I don't like Facebook that much. Page for people to not watch or repost the graphic video. That's why I want to censor it. Someone took my brother's life yesterday, and another person filmed it. Do not watch. Instead of calling the police, when we blow this up, and worse off, post it on social media very clearly for views. Posted Jessica Fox's photo, who said Paul was her stepbrother. Oh my goodness. The Vancouver police and Mayor Ken Sim were among those tweeting to ask people to not post or repost the video. Well, I wanted to censor it because I want to expose that frick of a darn jerk, right? I wanted to say this. I guess you could say he seems like a psychopath, if you actually ask me, that basically filmed Paul's death. That's why I want to censor it, even though I probably accidentally showed that by mistake. But just to continue this, our heart goes out to Mr. Schmidt and his family. Out of respect for them and their loss, please refrain from sharing graphic images, okay, or videos of the incident on social media. A GoFundMe has been set up by the doctor's son Yat-sen Classical Chinese Garden to help Paul's family because the executive director Lorraine Lowe is a friend and neighbor of Ashley's extended family, and here they are once more. And yes, they are a mixed couple. Okay, for anyone that is against that, well, you can go right in hell. All right, my mother, she is in a mixed relationship. Her boyfriend's white, so just wanted to share that. And it says here, Inderdeep. Oh, okay, so that's the man that killed him. I think, if I'm reading this correctly, Inderdeep Singh Gosal, I'll make sure to look him up, has been charged with second-degree murder. Right, the one that killed him. That's not right. It needs to be first-degree murder. He has no other charges listed. And investigators do not believe the victim and suspect knew each other. I'm sure they don't. And it says here, Schmidt is Vancouver's 6th homeless. Are you serious? 6? Okay, out here in Phoenix, I don't think there's that many. Okay? I mean, we're much larger in Vancouver, I'm sure. This is ridiculous. Let me look him up very quick. The killer, of course. Sick fuck. This is him. This is the killer that basically... The murderer that basically stabbed Paul. You know what? I swear, if I can just, like... Can I just, like... spit fire on his fucking face? It says, alleged Khalistani supporter stabs Canadian national to death. Fuck you. Honestly, I don't blame Canadians that may hate Indians for this. Honestly, even though it's not right, but... You know what? This is ridiculous. And it's because, what? His fucking religion? I'm sure of it. As using a fucking excuse just because he thinks he can kill a fucking man? Honestly. And yeah, you know what? Not all religions are equal. Okay, I know we gotta treat one another, but you know what? If you want to use your fucking religion as an excuse for that, then... Alright. And yeah, I was right. Khalistani is basically... I don't know what this was until now. It's a movement for Sikhs, right? To create a homeland. And they're supposed to be Punjabi, right? So he's a Sikh Punjabi man, so to speak. And by the way, once again, this is that fucking boy that basically filmed his dead body, you know, for views that... I forget who said that for the reporter. I think from Paul's family. You know what? Fuck you. Honestly, I don't know. I want to say something like more offensive, but I don't want to go too far. And look at his cruddy teeth. He looked like he could probably be like, I don't know, like from, I don't know, like the foreign boy from Sharknado or something. Honestly, he could be a stunt devil eaten by sharks for all I damn care. So I want to say something. My reaction is a little bit late, but I just want to share this because that man that you just saw, he needs life in prison for what he did. I'm sure in Canada they do have life as Americans, right? And then this boy, he should be charged, you know, just for not helping Paul, or at least showing concern and basically just gain popularity out of his death. Enough said.